Alright, YouTube, what's up? Remember Mighty Mike? Yeah, it's me, Mighty Mike. Well, it's been a long time since I made an Instinct video, so I wanted to make a new video because Instinct has added a lot of new stuff. And I've been using these new items, so it's December 26th, the day after Christmas, so I wanted to update the world who actually watches my videos about what's new with Instinct. Well, right now it's kind of blurry, ain't it? Shh. Still blurry, still blurry, still blurry. Alright, there we go. Okay, so let's power this up and let's find out. Okay, some major changes. Okay, when I say something's new, what I'm referring to is that Sprint has constantly sent out software updates on this phone. Now, what's a software update? If you go into the settings menu and hit general, like I'm doing right now, and then look right here, it says update software. Okay, now when you do that, it's checking for software update, and this is just an example of how you manually install it. Okay, no software update is available at this time. Yeah, that's right. And that's because I've used them all. So, what have the updates been called? It's been called MR4, MR3, you know, and names like that. So, when the Instinct first came out, one of the big complaints was that when you uploaded some third-party applications, there was no third-party keyboard. So, when I say keyboard, I'm referring to the Java keyboard, which you use when you use third-party applications. So with that said, a lot of people wanted to use Opera browser, but because the third-party keyboard would not show up when you install Opera, it made Opera kind of limited because you can only search what was already on the browser. You couldn't input text data. Okay, so if you take a look right there, you'll see that I have Opera Mini now in my favorites. In November, Instinct dished out the MR3, I think it was. I can't remember. But it was a software update that came out in November, and it basically enabled the phone to use Opera Mini and other third-party Java-based applications. But Opera is the biggie, so let's check it out, shall we? Okay, there's Opera Mini loading up on Instinct. Okay, so this is the Opera Mini home screen, as you can see. Pretty cool. You got your www dot bar up here, and then you got Google right there. Okay, so now before, when you did this, if you tapped into those squares, like I'm gonna tap into Google and hit Google, okay, and then you get Google search. Now, look at that. There's my text bar. But the problem was, with Instinct, all you had was this black screen, and there was no keyboard to type. Since the update, you now have this area down here that I was covering up. There's a 4-way directional pad here. There's an OK button there. There's OK, cancel, and a T button. The T button is how you actually bring up the keyboard. You hit that T, and voila, there's your Instinct keyboard, which was missing. And of course, you can change the fonts. I'm not understanding why this is getting so blurry. It's ruining my video. Okay, let's just stay back a little bit. I'm too close. Okay, so there's your T pad there, and T for text. Okay, and like I said, you hit that T button and your keyboard now pops up, and you can change the way you enter things. So let's just go to Yahoo, even though I'm already at Google. Hit OK, and it's going to load on up. And there's Yahoo. Cool, huh? Alright, now, something I want to point out about Opera Mini, though, is this. When the Instinct first came out, it touted its FDuReve network as being really fast. Okay, so when I say FDuReve, I'm talking about the 3G network that's used on the Samsung Instinct. Alright, now, everybody knows about the default browser. The default browser, a lot of people thought it was clunky and that it was not as fast as Samsung said it was. What we discovered is that the FDuRev network is fast, but the Instinct browser, it gets a fast connection, but it was kind of slow to render the actual page. Opera Mini actually shows what FDuRev can truly do. This browser is blazing fast. If Instinct went out and made a commercial and said that they have a lightning fast browser, they wouldn't be lying now, because this is lightning fast. Opera Mini comes with a lot of bookmarks already on the phone. Let's hit New York Times, just so you can see how fast this thing is. Already done. See how quick that came up? Just like that. I'm scrolling New York Times. Now, what you notice about this is that everything is wrapped to where it's vertical, because that's how you scroll on Opera Mini. It wraps the text vertically. So you might say, well, that's not how it looks online. So the cool thing about Opera is that if I touch and hold the screen, you see that little square pop up? It has mobile view check, and if I hit it, then it'll convert to the full HTML version. And now you can also scroll sideways as well and get the PC version of New York Times. See that? Cool, huh? Alright. Now, also, the zoom feature, you know, the whole tap the screen and the phone zooms, that is only available on the full HTML version of the web page. And I'll give you an example. If I hit back, you see the text gets smaller there, see? So now I can just touch the screen. Well, not like that. Hold on. Alright, there we go. That's how you do it. And then it zooms. And then it zooms back. Alright. So let's try it again. Zoom. Touch it again. Zoom out. I likes that. That's cool. You know, that's kind of that has the modern effect. Alright, so okay, so that's Opera Mini. Let's get out of here now. Exit. I'm going to show you what else is new on the Instinct. Now let it be known that that keyboard allows a lot of third-party apps. A lot of phones say that the Instinct don't have third-party apps. I'm going to go into games and applications right now, just for a quick lesson. What I'm going to say is that a lot of people compare the Instinct to the iPhone. Well, Sprint did that. But Instinct and iPhone are different because Instinct is just one of many Sprint phones, whereas iPhone is the only phone from AT&T. You know what I'm saying? So everything is customized for the, well, not from AT&T, but from Apple. So they customize everything for the iPhone, you know, so it's going to have a lot of stuff. Instinct is one of many, so a lot of these stuff, a lot of these things are not just Instinct specific. But for Instinct to not have an app store, why do I have about almost 40 applications and games already on my phone? I'm scrolling now. For people to say the Instinct don't have an app store, I'm like, it may not, but the Java applications are out there. The games are out there. There's over 150 on the Digital Lounge as we speak. And then there's plenty of Java applications out there. You know, a lot of people have Google Maps on their phone, and there's a new version out now that has the Street View, which I haven't downloaded yet, but is out there. And of course, Opera. And then we got a Pandora app now too that a lot of iPhone users have. We now have free Pandora on Instinct as well. I don't have enough time to go into it, but I'll do a part 2 to this video, and I'll do just that. Okay, so for now, that was Opera Mini on the Instinct. It's a new software update that allows third-party applications that came out in November. We can now install the Java applications, and they will work on the Instinct. So that's the message that I want to put out in this particular video. Thanks for watching. Peace.